Okay, YouTube, back as promised. I'm going to give you some better lighting with a few of the high points of the review of the Combative Edge M1. Before I break into this, though, I just want to run something past the subscribers and regular viewers. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing this stuff, and I'll do the reviews if you are. I've got a First Light Tomahawk, the GP, awesome light, and so I definitely don't mind talking about that in a review. I've got something that I've really enjoyed recently. I've got a HTC Inspire. Yes, I'm a AT&T customer, and I would actually also do a review of this case and Ms. Tech holster, magnetic closure. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and we'll do those. So sorry to contaminate this review, but just want to get some purchase on what might be enjoyed on this. Okay, moving forward, let's do it. I did some cleaning on this with the little diaper in there. Like I was saying before, I think we talked about the finish of the blade, which has a little bit of oil on it right now, but it's still just a beautiful dark gray kind of matte finish, and also a fairly matte finish on the titanium here on this side. Hadn't noticed any kind of locking problem. Smashed on it some, tried to get it to disengage, and had no problems with any of that. So it galls well and engages well and everything. You can definitely get a lot better look at the knife. I think part of the problem last time was the dark sleeves I had on, getting into it with the dark knife, and then the lighting was just not good. So there you go. I like how the flipper makes a nice trail for you here, and like I said before, you've got the jimping at the purchase points, as opposed to trying to have any kind of well, I mean, there is texturing, but it's on the inside, not under the clip. So anyway, trying to run through a couple of the things I did before. Check that blade out. It's like probably over 50% of the thickness of the entire knife is just the blade thickness. So you got this nice, long, thick, wide, beefy blade, and the overall profile of the knife stays very, very thin. So that's probably one of the most important things to me, and having one on me is having one that I would want on me. So it's got to be thin like that. Something I discussed with the paramilitary was the front to back in your pocket. So this is not quite as wide as the paramilitary. It's still a little more than what I would call average. So there's a little deployment for you. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just, especially if there's people around, I'm just gonna go ahead and open it with the stud. And sometimes even I'll kind of turn around and do it with two hands, just because, you know, people have different sensibilities, especially in an office. Maybe we can get a look at the phosphor bronze bushings in there. Yeah, kind of pulled it out of focus there, but you can see them in there, so that's nice. Yeah, great knife. I did end up carrying it the next day, and I carried it for a few days in a cargo pocket, and so nice and flat. And honestly, the flatness and the way the clip kind of holds on nicely and keeps it low and close to the pocket there, it carried also like a much lighter knife, so that's something to consider. All the actual weight is there, it's not going to be flopping and flying around for you. So that was an enjoyable experience carrying that around. And I wanted to note also, as I had mentioned before, this portion here on the handle is scalloped out, but if you look at it, this cat's going nuts. if you look at it, the thumb studs actually stick out a lot further than the scales, so it's just kind of nicely thought out all the way around. And that's about it. And also, let me know if you're wanting to see my thoughts on the regular Griptilian. Yeah, this thing's great. The deployment and the retention and stuff are pretty good. So wanted to take the opportunity to do a review on that if anybody's interested. That is Mrs. Fiend's Legacy's knife. However, I'm borrowing it just because I thought it'd be neat. So, have a good one.